Oh no.
What's going on, SNA Assassinator? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. And I'm going to be talking about this Friday Night SmackDown, a go-home edition before Bash in Berlin, less than 24 hours away. And yeah, it was a very tremendous show. And even though I just kind of talked about that in the spoilers on my wrestling news video earlier, but I still want to talk about this on tonight, later on in the evening. And some of y'all probably gonna be saying, like, Austin, why are you talking about this? Like, if you already did so. Well, first of all, I didn't say too much of it. I only gave a skinny version of what's possibly gonna happen due to being pre-taped on tonight's SmackDown. The SmackDown's pre-taped, like 24 hours or no. I'll say actually like hours before the Bash in Berlin pay-per-view. And then since they're on a time what's that schedule in American programming, they have to pre-tape it and play it on the on Fox like in the evening time, because it's already like morning time over in Berlin, Germany. So that's one of the reasons why. And secondly, I thought I might give y'all a show to talk about specifically and primarily about Friday Night SmackDown anyways. And I want to let you assassinators disappointed for those that did not watch the spoilers on my wrestling news video. And I'm going to talk about what just went down on tonight's SmackDown with everybody coming in the building, including the man that y'all love saying his name, and that is LA Knight. So yeah, make sure to watch to the very end, and I'm going to tell you about who I'm predicting who's going to win tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon. Well, it will be nighttime in Germany when it's afternoon here in America. But I'm going to tell you about, I'm going to tell you who I think is going to win and who's going to walk out victorious, or who's going to walk out as champions, you name it. We're going to be talking about it in just a moment, but we're going to start off with, LA Knight cutting a very smooth promo about his title reign, and he wants to do an open challenge for in Berlin, Germany, like of him saying that he just defended the championship over in his home state in the nation's capital. And this is where some of the fans start booing it, and they're like, come on, give him a chance. And I was thinking to myself, first, I wonder what wrestling company is hosting their wrestling show in the nation's capital tonight. And second of all, it seems like they're not very much of a fan of that specific area in America. Maybe because of certain political reasons, which you cannot really blame him about. But anyway, this is where LA Knight did say, if I could defend it here, I'm gonna defend it in Germany's capital, and that is Berlin itself. And this is where then he start calling out and this is where he's like, all right, if you. Whoever wants to shut at my United States Championship, all you gotta do is come out here because they want to see a show, and I'm gonna give them one. I'm sure as heck I'm gonna give them one, and then what everybody's saying, and they start saying his name, and then this is where we saw the guy that answered this challenge, and it was none other than the German native, I guess you could say, that came out there, and that was none other than Ludwig Kaiser. Is where he came out. Is where then he then accepted his challenge, and then even though he's a Raw wrestler, but it kind of did not matter here. On the fact that they're outside of America. So this was the best. This was the best decision. Best decision WWE made of the night. I'll say next to having this pay-per-view, of course. And I was like, if it wasn't him, I would have expected to be Ilya Dragunov, which I kind of did, even though he's not exactly German, he's actually Russian, but he moved over to that country, so that's his second home, in America. But that's a different story for a different day. But this is where we got. This is where then we got Ludwig Kaiser. Then they who could be the challenger of your open challenge for my United States Championship? It will be none other than the guy that's in his home country right now, and that is me. You guessed it, Ludwig Kaiser. And yeah, hey, what's up, Charger? Yeah, I see you're back. Like, yeah, I hope you subscribed on the channel, which I believe you did. Like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But anyways, let's talk about Ludwig Kaiser said like I'm gonna take that. This is where Ludwig Kaiser then claimed that he will take that United States Championship from LA Knight in his home country of Germany. This is where he's like, and I'm gonna go across over the pond and go back to your country and win the United States Championship. And this is where the fans are chanting, Ludwig Kaiser, start clapping like for the Germany-born wrestler, I should say, yeah. And then this is where the LA Knight then look around the arena. This is where he's like I gotta be honest, like when fans start chanting for Kaiser, look like cheering him on like if he's a baby face, but yeah, we all know where what country they're in, and tonight's for tonight's SmackDown and for tomorrow night's Bash in Berlin pay-per-view or premium live event, whatever you want to call it. And that's where we got LA Knight. Then there's like, again, that was completely that was very impressive, like for Gunther Stooge, like to come out here and challenge me for my belt, like or something like that. Is where then he's like, but despite all this, like we're putting on a good impression. Like, let me show you how it's gonna be done. Like, you want to talk about? We'll see what's gonna do with this. What are we gonna do? We're gonna run out and we're gonna catch you the hard way. When I hit it and quit it and move on to the next with the blood force trauma. Like, and he's like, and you are gonna be everybody gonna be in Berlin. We'll go around the world. To the pledge of allegiance, to the champ of the United States of America, when everybody's saying, like, and this is where they all chanted LA Knight, like, if they're still in the United States, like, or still in the States for short, like, and this is where fans start chanting, yeah, and then this is where then and this is where LA Knight that said along with him right afterwards. This is where then we got them going head to head. And let me know down in the comment section right down below and what your thoughts on to the really. But anyways, like yeah, LA Knight. Anyways, we got we're gonna be talking about the match and like yeah, let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts on this. I thought it was really fantastic. Let me know, yeah, what you think this match. It was very, 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 I'll say, what's that word? Differently, in a very entertaining way. Like something that we should see more often, I should say. I'll say, if it wasn't for the street fight match for the women's championship and Melo versus, what's his name? Andrade Part 4, I would have gave this match I'll say the match of the night. But this match gets third place. It just shows that SmackDown is really good, just as entertaining as Raw. Maybe not more entertaining, but it's like somewhere like second place mark, like as it should be. But let's move on. You were so silly. But yeah, this is where we got Ludwig Kaiser going for a wrist lock. This is where it was LA Knight going for a wrist lock. Where's my brain going? This is where we got LA Knight then start repeatedly going for wrist lock after wrist lock after wrist lock. This is where we got. This is where then he bend him right down to the ground. This is where we got. This is where Ludwig Kaiser did not like that. This is where then he showed his frustration by going head to head with him. This is where LA Knight's like, oh yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Like, show it to me. And this is where then we got. And this is where then we got. This is where they start grappling around. This is where then we got them going right up into the upper right side. This is where we got Ludwig Kaiser won the grappling war. Hits him with what's that? Deciding what's that? Headlock slam. This is where then we got. This is where then Ludwig then go for a sleep. This is where we go a pinfall. But this is where we got Luke. This is where then LA Knight kicked out of it. This is where we start doing the stomps. Like the fans start chanting, yeah, like if they are in the States, like I said. But anyway, this is where then they did turn into a knife edge chop. I think he did that on purpose because considering who his kayfabe dad is, which is Darlene General himself, that has the list. And then that shows like of envy, like of who he does not appreciate hitting that chops. And I believe he's gonna teach him a lesson, like on what he what he could and this where Gunther's like, I already taught you a lesson before, Mike, or like I don't want to show you another one unless you want to like unless you dare to. And that's where we got but we're gonna go and move on, and we're gonna talk about them going on the ring side. This is where we got Ludwig Kaiser hit him face first right into the steel steps and reversed, and then he hit the drop kick, hitting him face first right into the steel steps, trying to pull a play out of his playbook that he used onto the likes of Giovanni Vinci and Kofi Kingston. And then Ludwig Kaiser brought LA Knight back in the ring with the offense on this side. This is where then we got that's where Kaiser thought he's going to be new United States Championship. So every move he tried to hit, he always keep immediately going for a pinfall. This is where like Ludwig Kaiser did not know like what to do next. This is where he started. This is where then he was on his knees, start playing. He asked LA Knight, "Do you want to play wrestling tennis?" This is where LA Knight's like, "I'm in, count me in that," and I'm in, count me in into this battle. This is where they start doing it by going like right hand. Fans would start cheering for LA Knight, but at the same time they're also cheering for Ludwig Kaiser, like if it's a babyface versus babyface match. But I don't think he's gonna be turning babyface, despite this. Standing ovation in his home country. This is where we got LA Knight, and then a big knife edge chop. This is where then we got LA Knight, then close on him out of the ring in the right side. This is where he sent him right to the German commentator. This is where we got LA Knight to start bashing Ludwig Kaiser's head right into the announce table, which his name is Allen, I believe. But this is where we got LA Knight then grab onto Ludwig Kaiser's head and then hit him right. He grab on his head, spin him around a bit. He was like, "Well, let's see a piece of your favorite hometown wrestler's head like being decapitated right onto on the announce table." This is where fans like, we do, and I was like, but isn't that a crime? Like, even though this is all kayfabe, like, there's nothing too real about that. But anyway, this is where we got LA Knight. Then I mean, this is a metaphoric statement, but this is where we got this is where LA Knight then sent him right back in the ring. This is where he chanted his name with the fans, but then pointing it up in the about 10 feet in the air. Hits a double axe handle right into the face on the Kaiser. This is where then we got LA Knight then was looking directly at Kaiser. He's like, who wants to see me stop this clown once again? This is where he started stomping him right into the bottom right side. And this is where they start. I believe this is where they start chanting, going back and forth chants, like in their language of German, by chanting for LA Knight and Ludwig Kaiser. Even though I did not translate that, but I just kind of knew by a hunch like that it was. Like I'll just call it a hunch that I knew what they were saying at that time, even though I don't speak German or let alone know it by understanding it. But this is where then we got. LA Knight then went right to the right side, ran right there, tried to go for a running clothesline, but he gets step up insecurity by the Megastar. But this is where the Ludwig Kaiser tried to power slam him, but this is where LA Knight's like, hey, yeah, still my signature move. This is where he hits a ginormous right hand, but this is where Ludwig Kaiser goes right back at him. This is where they start playing wrestling tennis again, but this time they were standing up. This is where LA Knight then sent him right to the right side. This is where we got him throwing him right to the left side. He finally hits him with the jetpack power slam. This is where LA Knight was looking around. This is where he was like, "You want to see me do it?" Like, yeah, chanting that in the air in the process. This is where then we got LA Knight and go for the points like LA Knight, like he normally do. This is where he throws him right to the left side. Hits him. Throws himself right to the left side. Hits that elbow drop. Like if it's his version of the people's elbows. This is where he tried to go for the BFT, but this is where he gets dodged out of the way. He gets hit with a devastating clothesline by that ain't Janelle's, I guess you could say kayfabe son, or what's the Bowser's? Let me know in the comments below about that. But anyway, this is where we got him hitting the swift kick right to the face of the United States champ. This is where then Ludwig Kaiser like, you're going to be seeing a new champ in a minute, and I'm going to do a celebration of both places, which is which in both places on this earth, like it's gonna be first. It's gonna be in my home country of Germany, and then I'm gonna do it again once I get over to the United States. And this is where then. But this is where once he tried to hit his finisher, LA Knight tried to intercept into a blood force trauma. I believe like it's but yeah, this is where he tried to go for the BFT, but this is where Luz conjure counters right again. It throws him right to the left side, hits him with a what maneuver? It was a drop kick? Oh no, it was I think it was like I think